Hey there, quirky people! Today I'm going to talk about Spider-Man No Way Home once again. After the recent trailer, we got so many other TV spots for No Way Home, and all of them carried a lot of new footage. So far, we've seen 5 new villains coming in from the multiverse. And it has been proven that almost all of them will be taking on 3 Spider-Men in the film. Among the villains, we've seen quite a bit of Doc Ock. We've known about Alfred Molina's return in Spider-Man No Way Home for over a year. After Jamie Foxx, he also confirmed his role in the movie. So, it was easy for Marvel to pad the trailers with Doc Ock. And for the same reasons, we've also got a sizable amount of Electro in the recent TV spots. But the other 3 confirmed villains haven't really got a lot of screen time in the trailers, and I believe that's for a particular reason. As for the Lizard and Sandman, they'd probably have the least amount of roles compared to the other 3 villains. But that can't be said for William Dafoe's Green Goblin, aka Norman Osborn. Marvel hasn't really shown us a lot of him in the trailers. All we've got is a look at his old suit and how it will be modified without the helmet later in the movie. Apart from this, we've just heard a couple of dialogues from him, and that's it. Like Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin is a huge villain, and William Dafoe is a big name, so he ought to have a big role to play in the upcoming movie. And I think that Marvel hasn't shown us anything from him because he is the real villain of the movie. He is the biggest among the 5 antagonists that we've seen, and he'll be the reason of all the chaos in No Way Home. To this day, Dr. Octopus is considered to be among the best Spider-Man villains.
You're not Peter Parker.
But William Dafoe's Norman Osborn is well respected as well. That's the reason why he was brought back. In one of my videos, I've proven that Doc Ock will actually end up helping Peter and his friends. There's a shot in the trailer where Dr. Octopus is thrown out of the building after being hit by a lightning blast. And while he is captive, he even speaks to Peter and his friends pretty calmly. We don't really see him struggling or even trying to escape. Instead, he's giving Peter answers and advice. So, he clearly isn't the one leading the team of the villains. That's the reason why I'm certain that Norman Osborn is going to be the one manipulating everyone else. I'm going to talk about a few plot leaks that have been running around the internet for the past few months. So I'm going to issue a spoiler warning. You guys should leave the video right here, as I might talk about potential spoilers. Okay, so most of the plot leaks have been stating that Spider-Man No Way Home does not feature a Sinister Six. It's just the 5 villains we saw in the trailer. Venom was set up to be a potential opponent of Spider-Man in his post-credit scene, so maybe he could be the 6th villain that will surprise us. But don't be surprised if he just shows up in the post-credit scene and not before that. So the one leading the 4 or 5 villains throughout should be Norman Osborn. Mysterio manipulated Peter and Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, Green Goblin will manipulate him into unleashing the villains in Spider-Man No Way Home. That's why Peter actually snatches that cube from Doctor Strange and tries to run away. Doc Ock led the Sinister Six in the Spider-Man game. So, the MCU had to do something different. That's also why Normie is the villain. He is also the one with the big brains, so it would be very fitting if he is the big bad. Even though he didn't show up in the trailer a whole lot, we did get plenty of evidences suggesting his sinister plans. As we saw in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, Green Goblin really excels in threatening Aunt May.
Finish it! Finish it!
Evil!
And that's what he'd be doing in the MCU as well. Peter jumped to stop Green Goblin's pumpkin grenade in his new Iron Spider suit. This shot is followed by the explosion shown from outside the building. Here, multiple police cars have been blasted into pieces, and there's actually a green flame that can be spotted. So, it's obvious that Green Goblin and his lethal tech is in play over here. But it is also a place where Electro and Sandman were seen. So, we can make out that Goblin will lead Electro and Sandman over here. Now, focus on this running shot of Aunt May. Apparently, she is running in the same building. We know this because outside the building, we can see this Feast truck. And Feast is Peter Parker and Aunt May's charity to support the homeless people. So, it was more or less obvious that Aunt May was here, and the 3 villains went after her to get back at Peter. In fact, judging by the hole in the back of the truck, it is possible that Green Goblin hid in the same truck before breaking out. The recent trailer showed us how Electro is using an arc reactor to boost his current. So, we could theorize that Osborn will somehow get his hands on Stark tech. That's how he would upgrade his weapons and his suit. And he might also be the one to enable Electro's electric powers. Okay, that's all. Who do you guys think is the big bad villain of the movie? Do you also believe it's Osborn? Or would it be someone else? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!